No.
What is it like?
It's a total rush. It's a good rush to go out there and make people laugh and hear that big booming laugh when you really hit something hard.
How bad is that? How evil is alcohol, anyways? Alcohol is the only thing that could put every one of us face down on the floor of a public washroom thinking it was a good idea. Oh, it's just so good. So cold. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to me. And what we gotta watch out for, guys, is when we hook up with like the really drunk girls. Because we know what the end result's gonna be. You know what I'm talking about. It's only a matter of time before the emotional outburst. And we got back to their place, we sit on the couch. 3, 2, 1. My best friend slept with my boyfriend. I thought she was my friend and she's not my friend and we knew each other for 10 years, yada, 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 yada. And then our brains are...
You can see why it's so addictive and you know, so many people want to do it.
But what's the part that we don't know? Yeah. Like a room of 3 people or you know, what's the hard stuff?
I did a golf show once and when I first started, I got hired to do a golf show in, I can't remember where, it was like Cambridge area maybe, and it was down in this basement for their year-end golf thing, and you know, there wasn't literally one non-white. I was the only person that didn't have bright white hair, and they did not appreciate my style of humor, which I tried everything. I threw everything at them, and just one at a time they got up and sort of left. And,
okay,
see you, Bill.
That is amazing considering my next question, which is how does a G-rated man like you, a family man in a very conservative city, stand out? I mean, for me it's Tuesday, but for you, how do you come up with material that's going to stand out?
Well, in the comedy world, I noticed when I first got started, I went to a Yuck Yuck show and I had a really good time. And I saw 3 comics who I thought were hilarious. But when I left, I couldn't remember who told what joke because it was all either drugs or sex. That was the only brand of humor that
all
the two were.
Together,
yeah,
right?
it was, the subject matter was one or the other, and I couldn't remember who told what. So when I got into comedy, I made a conscious effort to stand out and write a lot of different stuff to do, you know, dirty humor as well as clean humor, because believe it or not, the clean humor is that change of pace, you know. So I did jokes, you know, it's a fictitious joke. I don't actually have a little brother, but I did a joke, you know, about I have a little brother who's colorblind and he keeps beating me at Guitar Hero. Like, how are these kids so good at video games, you know? And so I had to mess with him and swap out his Fruit Loops for no-name brand Cheerios. And you know, you just roll with it. You know, that's not dirty, but it's a different perspective. And that'll get you more work too. I mean, I couldn't have opened for half of the guys that I've opened for, like, you know, Jerry D, Norm Macdonald. All these guys have in the agreement, you cannot swear when you open for them. So that maybe when they swear, it's that much more impactful. I don't know. But it gets you a lot more work if you have clean stuff too.
Is it sexist for me to say that your wife is prettier than you?
Oh, not at all. She is so hot.
She's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous. A lot of people don't know she's legally blind in one eye.
Wow.
So the way I've been able to
like...
stick with her for 4 years is I just go like this.
Oh my God,
I stick with the eye.
But you've got beautiful kids,
yeah.
So you know that's a collaboration. So.
And you've had, it must be interesting. Do you experience men hitting on your wife in front of you?
Yeah, it happens. And
that's awful.
That's awful. Yes.
Yeah, and that's why I always wear this T-shirt underneath with the arrow that says "I'm hitting that." No.
No, but what about men hitting on you in front of her?
That happens sometimes, but I ran out of money to pay them to keep doing it. So
no, I can get you some freebies. Anyway. No. I mean, I think it's interesting for you. You remind me of like a Ray Romano kind of.
That's
humor.
better than the comparison I usually get the most is Spenny from Kenny versus Spenny.
Yeah.
So I'll take Ray Romano.
No, of course.
Thank you.
Did you look at the success.
What top money maker and
Ray's huge.
and very funny, family oriented. Do you get your material from your own family? Like, do you use a lot of?
Yeah, I learned from a pretty early stage that the audience can smell BS on you. They can smell. I used to do a joke where it was like, I grew up with 6 sisters, so that means I wore a towel up to my armpits until I was 18, and nobody knew.
Good joke.
It never hit. So when you draw from life experience and you talk about your day-to-day that people can relate to, I really, when I hit my stride in comedy, it was when I really told the truth 100% of the time.
The thing is, in radio and in comedy, you have to be a really good storyteller. And
yeah.
and you told a very good story, which I won't get into too many details here, but
Right.
about being in a New York hotel room, your wife was involved in the wedding,
Oh.
and you got both kids, and they were just like the worst explosions and everything, and he had to take care of it all himself.
Yeah.
But it's all in the storytelling. You know what details to leave in, what details to leave out.
Yeah.
And you had us all laughing about it.
Oh, I
It
know,
probably
yeah.
wasn't funny.
Do you get be funny?
What's that? Be funny? Do people say that? Yeah, every time somebody hears that you're a comedian, it's tell me a joke.
Oh, yeah.
And it's tough because it's not like I'm up there telling knock-knock jokes. I am a storyteller, like Lisa said. So, I mean, do you have, 15 to 20 minutes
So I can build it, and yeah.
and my rate of $150,
Yeah, because I find that if I'm not on, like
Yeah.
I went to the bank once and I wasn't on like I usually am, and you're sick today, and I go, no, I'm not sick. Do you get that? Like, that
Yeah.
you on call, be funny now. Like,
Yeah, people do that all the time. I've tried to collect little one-liners over the years
Just for that?
just to facilitate
Oh, how
that
nice of you.
request.
then do you
but-
charge them?
No, well, yeah.
You'll
I
get
think-
the,
I
you'll
probably
get the
should.
mail.
Yeah, I think this might get you some gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
Yeah,
you've
I
got a
think
gig
so.
with us on
Yeah.
on weekends that we don't, and you do a lot of stuff during the week as well. It's not just on weekends with
Yeah.
Free FM, and so we can catch you there.
You need a YouTube account.
I do have a YouTube
You
account.
do have an account?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's just a bunch of kid stuff on there right now. Like me laughing at the kid when he falls over or something. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Yeah,
when you
it's
get some racer stuff, call me, then I can give you some
yeah.
shows.
I got to get on that too. YouTube, SoundCloud. Yeah, it's
Just
a lot
put
of
some
fun.
videos of your wife on there. Apparently, that would be the draw.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
is she really blind in one eye? Is that
I think so.
really? Wow.
I think she's legally blind in one of her eyes. So that's the good side for me. I stick to that side.
How did you meet?
We met at a bar here in London during karaoke one night.
It happens.
Did
And
you
I
tell
had-
jokes?
No, but I serenaded her
Oh.
with a karaoke song or two. I think it was Michael Bublé's Home.
Wow,
And
that's-
I got the wireless mic and I've been giving all the, and I just serenaded her. And
Did
I
she drink a lot that night? Because I would have to
No.
be drinking.
Are you
heavily for
fearless?
that.
I like to think so, yeah. I think doing karaoke was actually one of the things I credit. I think if you can sing in front of a crowd of people, you can tell a joke. So if you can help develop yourself that way. But I love karaoke.
I'm out.
It's so much
Yeah,
fun.
I'm out. No
Yeah.
karaoke.
Oh,
for
come
me.
on.
Dave. Thanks so much
Yeah,
for being
thank
here.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. This is
Thank
so
you
much
so
fun.
We'll
much.
catch you on,
You've been a
on
delight.
Free. We'll catch you on YouTube. We'll catch you in the clubs. We'll catch
Yes.
you all over the place.
Tinder, wherever. No, don't tell her.
And towels up to here.
Yes, towels up to here. And my colorblind little brother. Free the Fruit Loops.
Thank you so much.
thank you.
We'll be
guys.
right back. Well, I can't believe it. Another show.
Oh my
has
God.
almost come to an end.
Where'd it go?
I know.
It was awesome.
Thank you to Dave Lawrence and to Megan Walker. It's just so much fun being out here at the market.
It was. They were great guests, and beautiful September weather. Isn't it awesome? But you know what's coming? October. October is theater, like a big theater season.
Absolutely.
And for our next show, what's great is we decided to each pick a friend. My list is getting shorter and shorter. How's yours, Lisa?
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge.
I just can't believe how many people I get to choose from. You know, it's just the love.
But we've got a couple of really good guests who are talented in their own right.
Yes.
And have a lot to talk about.
And we'll talk honestly like we do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, mine is like a greater disher than I am. What about yours?
Maybe. Actually, yeah. Especially about media and people in media that you know.
Well, we would love to hear from you, and if you want to follow us.
Oh, yes. We are on Twitter at Rogers Dish. That's that simple. And tell us what you'd like to see on the show. Tell us what you think of the show. Retweet our tweets. Follow us. We'll follow you. We're equal opportunity that way. Rogers Dish.
Dish away. See you next time.
Bye-bye.